It was my birthday, so I got up to celebrate my birthday, and I'm like, I see this email from Mr. McCarty that I've been included on, and I start reading it, and I'm like, my jaw drops. My jaw drops.
The impact of a fired Kansas City Police Department attorney's allegations continue to send shockwaves throughout the legal world. If true, legal analysts warn the allegations could reopen the door on many criminal convictions, a strategy that defense attorneys are already looking into.
The letter accuses KCPD of suppressing information, not just for defense attorneys, but prosecutors too. Fox 4's Jacob Kittelstadt joins us now live from police headquarters downtown. And Jake, we've been reporting on this letter for a couple of days. What's the latest now?
Well, more and more people are talking about this person. His name is Ryan McCarty, and he says that he was actually hired by the former police chief Rick Smith. Now, his letter, which reads a lot like a manifesto with flowery language, it details his 6 months of employment here, and he also uses that time to accuse administration of misconduct related to the courts.
What do we want? What do we want? When do we want it? Now!
The same day, Kansas City residents meet and protest the candidates for KCPD's chief job, an email hits inboxes. The main accusation, the department general counsel was not following Giglio, a name for a Missouri Supreme Court rule saying that the state shall
Disclose to the defendant any material or information that tends to negate the guilt of the defendant. To say I'm annoyed is an understatement. I think a number of his comments in his, what he filed with his letter relate specifically to my cases.
Dan Ross is a criminal defense attorney, sent the McCarty letter directly. He says if information, say complaints against an officer, were not shared with attorneys, it prevents those attorneys from being effective.
If you have ineffective assistance of counsel, it could be subject to a redo, meaning the conviction set aside. And that's what we're concerned about.
In the letter, McCarty says he raised the issue with his boss, KCPD General Counsel Holly Dodge. I sufficiently put her on notice that her actions could pose a huge liability for KCPD, but her being right and having the final say was more important to her than shoring up the waning credibility of KCPD. In Fox 4's attempt to connect with Dodge, a spokesperson for KCPD says any allegations made have been or will be reviewed and addressed as appropriate. Ross suspects there will be an outside look weighing if this was negligence, sloppiness, or possibly something more.
If it's intentional, there's going to be proverbial heck to pay for folks that were engaged in intentional, because that, arguably that could be not just, misconduct.
Now, there is a Board of Police Commissioners meeting scheduled for tomorrow. No guarantee that they're going to be speaking on this issue. However, there are going to be a lot of eyes on that meeting as the search for KCPD's new police chief carries forward. Jacob Kittelstadt, Fox 4, working for you.